Want to be a Munchie boy?
Munchie Boys! Dundee edition.
The Munchie Boys take over Dundee, Nebraska, a little town in the heart of the city.
Once it was bombed by the Japanese during World War II, today it was bombed by us.
What?
We'll get into that and more.
That is seriously nuts.
History, man.
Actually, I knew that. You want to know why? Because of that little plaque that's on the wall. And where is that plaque, Aaron?
Well, that plaque is on the wall next to the door to enter Hoppy Taco.
Oh, and that's how we got reminded of it today. And ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to my second point. Aaron just said where we went. We went to Hoppy Taco.
Hoppy Taco. Are you hoppy?
Not happy.
Oh.
Hoppy.
Well, it was kind of happy, but yeah, I guess it was more hoppy than happy.
And I think that it was the reason it's called Hoppy. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, Hoppy Taco is a Mexican restaurant, but it is also a place that offers several beers on tap. Hence the name Hoppy, like hops in a beer.
Oh, I thought maybe they made it out of rabbits.
No.
And grasshoppers. Rabbits and grasshoppers. Yum! For lunch, are you kidding me?
Is that
Yummy
what they put in
my
between
tummy.
the tortillas?
I would make a jumping bean joke here, but I feel like that would be a little racially insensitive, so I won't go there.
I just can't believe you'd even say jumping bean. I mean, I don't know.
I know. Remember the cartoons? I would always have like the jumping beans, and it was always kind of funny, and then you realize, oh, wait.
This is messed up.
Although, jumping beans are fast, and have you ever actually had those as a kid?
I think so, but how did that work, or what exactly was
there's
that?
There's a worm. There's a little actual, like a caterpillar in there that actually...
Oh my gosh. That like
literally like kind of springs around, and the bean actually, kind of jumps around. I don't know if there's anything really Mexican about them, but they're really fascinating, especially if you're a kid and you're really into like weird sciencey stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like that was, oh my gosh, you should actually make like a meme that's like, if you remember this, you're older, or something like with the jumping beans.
Or if you remember this, you had an awesome childhood. Unless, of course, you didn't have an awesome childhood for other reasons, such as poverty or abuse or other childhood traumas and factors for development.
You had to take it to a dark place.
Ah!
So how's it going, man? I mean, I know I just saw you, but tell our listeners what you've been up to.
All right, our listeners, what have I been up to? I have been up to not a much, really. I haven't really been up to much or anything, if anything.
You're just kind of living, getting by, maybe working a little bit here and there, maybe playing with your synthesizer.
I'm doing a lot of the synthesizer stuff, a little bit of the working to get by stuff, and dreaming of the days when I will once again have a jumping bean on my desk, jumping around,
It's all about that jumping.
Okay, so this is interesting. It's jumping bean. Mexican jumping beans, according to Wikipedia, are known as frijoles saltarines in Spanish. They're seed pods that have been inhabited by the larvae of a small moth that are native to Mexico. The beans is usually tan to brown in color. It jumps when mildly heated. They are from the shrub Sebastiana pavonia. I don't know. Interesting. Oh, here, this is weird. The jumping bean is not related to the actual beans, but spurges. And the beans are considered non-toxic.
That's nuts.
But are generally not eaten.
We are learning more than we thought we would.
Now, do you know what's non-toxic and generally eaten?
What?
Hoppy Taco!
Oh my gosh, I should have known. You set me up. Oh man, Hoppy. Let's get into Hoppy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, I've been to Hoppy Taco before. Not just before. I've been there probably, if I had to estimate, probably like 30 times.
I've only been there, including today, one time.
Yeah. Nice. So you were kind of still semi-fresh to this whole place.
Semi-fresh? Yeah, I guess.
My underwear.
Oh. After the moth laid eggs and the plant hatches, the larva eats away the inside of the bean until it becomes hollow and attaches itself to the inside of the bean with a silk-like thread. Sort of like the silk-like thread on our
On
face
your
mask as
underwear.
we entered the Hoppy Taco or my underwear.
Okay, I'm going to start a new thing. Random review. The chips and salsa are so good. Stand by for further reviews.
We didn't have
That's
chips
about
and
Hoppy.
salsa though, did we? We had the sauces, but
That's going to be my new thing. I'm going to just yell random review, and then I'm literally just going to read somebody's random review of the place we're talking about.
I'm really on this whole like jumping bean thing now, man.
You're on that, but I really would like to taco about the restaurant.
Oh, let's taco about hoppity.
It's Hoppy, but it always makes me happy. And fappy. Oh, wait. No, I don't mean... what?
What?
I literally just meant to say like fatty or something, but I said fappy, and I know that means something about masturbating or something.
Oh, I thought that was that weird little bird app that everybody really liked. Fappy Bird.
Anyway, should we dive right into what we dove right into?
Let's dive right into what we dove right into. Dive in, Tony. What did you get?
Okay, what I got was the street taco flight.
Yum.
And let me just tell the fine people what that is. Okay, menu. I'm looking at the menu. Street tacos. Your choice of protein topped with cilantro and onions inside a warm corn tortilla. Comes with a side of salsa verde or rosa and the lime wedge. They have asada, barbacoa, carnitas, and brisket. And but here's the thing. I think they also had chicken, because the flight came with 5. It came with five tacos.
5 tacos.
Oh, and here's the thing. Okay, so yeah, so I got that lovely flight. This, oh my God, to me, there's nothing like a simple, concise meal of just street tacos all lined up.
All lined
with
up
those,
in a row.
Those lovely limes. The limes and the hot sauce. Oh man, I dove in and it was so great. What'd you get?
Well, Tony, I couldn't be sitting out there on a bench in Dundee watching you eat your tacos and not have a street taco.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a single carne asada street taco.
Oh, yes, the asada.
And a huge torta to go with it.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you got the torta. Wait, did you get both asada?
I got them both in asada because there's something kind of fun about going up to the counter and saying, "Hey, lady, give me asada torta. Torta de asada."
And then she was like, okay, sir. Thanks.
You can tell
And
she's
you're
like
like,
pressing
"Oh,
the little
sorry."
like silent alarm button, but it's like,
And then she pressed another button, and I actually fell through a trap door and like went down to hell for a little while.
yeah, what was that like?
Well, it was very hot, of course, because the whole lake of fire and all. But then I was ejected back up to ground level, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take the flight of tacos." Oh, speaking of the flight of tacos, going back to that, here's the problem I always have.
Always.
I can always pinpoint like the asada, but everything else like barbacoa, brisket. What were the other ones I said? Street tacos were there. Okay, so yeah, asada. I can always notice asada because it just looks like steak cut up. Barbacoa, carnitas, and brisket. I'm always like, I think that's what this is the carne. But I mix up my tacos, so it sucks because I can't really get into detail for each one. Like when I'm eating it, I can't be like, ooh, this lovely barbacoa.
Yeah, but if you can't really tell, then does it really matter?
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I was analyzing, is that honestly, and also it fits right in with our Munchie Boys podcast, is like, it doesn't matter because I basically just go, this is freaking good.
See, you're what the Hoppy Taco people would call a gringo.
And I'm what the French would call les incompetents.
Yes.
Okay, that was from Home Alone.
Oh, yes. Oh, Home Alone.
And right now I'm drinking a LaCroix Mango, people.
Ooh, LaCroix Mango.
So good.
As the French would say, LaCroix Mango.
They would probably be like, mango.
Pardon
mango.
my French.
I don't know.
So let's see. Hoppy. Oh, yeah. And I can always tell the difference between the asada taco and the asada torta because one's a torta, Tony, and the other's a taco. A taco is not a torta. A torta is not a taco. I can easily tell the difference between mine.
Torta is a Spanish, Italian, Greek, Albanian, Bulgarian, Maltese, Hungarian, Portuguese, Bosnian, Croatian, Swedish, Serbian, Macedonian, Slovene, and also Slavic word with a wide array of culinary meanings, such as a cake or flatbread.
Oh.
Ah.
I did not know that.
But, I want to find, what's the Merriam-Webster? What would Webster say?
Oh.
A flat heap of moist crushed silver. No, that's not it. What am I talking
sounds about right.
An open pie with a base of bread or biscuit dough and a sweeter savory filling called tuerte. So that's general, but why don't you go ahead and explain what the torta is in the whole Mexican world?
Well, I'll be honest. I thought you were going into a Carlos Mencina routine with the torta as a Spanish, Italian, Greek, Albanian, Bulgarian, Maltese, Hungarian, Portuguese, Bosnian, Croatian, Swedish, Serbian, Macedonian, Slovene, and other Slavic word for an array of culinary meanings, such as cake or flatbread. But all you're really need to know from a torta, I think in my experiences, has been it's like a Mexican sandwich. There's whatever the meat is, and in my case, there was on that one at the Hoppy Taco, there's a guacamole and a lettuce and a mayo. I'm not a big fan of mayo, but on a torta, it works,
Yeah.
It's not like going into like an American burger place and getting mayo where like they slather it on.
I'm going to read another one. What is a torta in Mexico? A torta is a sandwich served on a roll or a bun.
Oh.
And I've had that experience because I've gotten plenty of them, and they're always on a really like airy, soft, lovely roll or bun.
Yes.
Or bun. Yeah.
Or bun.
Tortas can come in many varieties and can be served both hot and cold. Your torta mexicana can be filled with a wide variety of ingredients, including different types of meats and cheeses with beans, avocado, peppers, etc. Perfect example. That was great.
Wow.
But I love tortas, honestly.
So, yeah. I mean, basically, I love tortas, and I got a torta. I am curious to try their burrito. I generally would be more of a burrito person than a torta person, but
yeah,
I was feeling festive, and I just wanted to walk up to the counter and say, I will take the asada torta. And
then she would be like, stop over-pronouncing everything.
It's like, give me the tortellini. And she's like, we're a taco place, not a pasta place.
Not a torta mixed with tortellini.
I wonder if there's any lineage between torta and tortellini. Do we have any cunning linguists that are listening to this podcast that can fill in?
Here's what I like. Okay, I've heard people that are skeptical of Hoppy Taco because I think they're like, oh, it's in Dundee. That's just going to be like boring, like all American, like nasty tacos. And I'm like, no, it's lovely. Like, honestly, everything's good. And so I actually like having that option in Dundee because it is kind of different. So,
and I'll be honest, Tony, if that is your real name, when you texted me today and I was like, hey, want to be a munchie boy? Da-dun-dun-dun. And we were like, sure. And you were like, I'm on my moped at Blue Line. What's close? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yep, I was cruising.
And you were like, Hoppy Taco. My first thought was literally that. It was like, Hoppy Taco?
See?
Do I want to go to a taco place in Dundee named after like a beer ingredient?
That's the thing. Okay, so let's talk about that. Hoppy Taco. So obviously they're catering to the whole beer thing, like in Dundee, because beer, there's always so many like bar and beer places around. Like,
are there?
I just don't know. Like, personally, I wish they would have honestly just went with like a normal restaurant name instead of trying to cater to the whole beer vibe or something. But I think it's because all those taps were already there from the last place. But
and if you look at their Facebook page, it's all like sporty stuff, like sports people, game day, game week, game.
Yeah, because they always show games and fights.
See, that to me is not the kind of place I want to go for a taco.
Yeah.
However, that being said, it was quite delicious. And you know what? I would gladly get tacos or tortas there any day.
Yeah.
There. I said it.
Absolutely.
Especially during their Hoppy hour, which unfortunately we weren't there for, when they have street tacos for $1.50.
Oh my gosh, I know. Oh, I've gotten to happy hour several times. Oh my God, I seriously think I got 6 once. I got 6 tacos.
Did you get sick from 6 tacos?
No.
Sick.
But it might have made me have to hit the pot.
Oh man, yeah, because like I go to the Tequila El Rey taco truck. My usual thing is grab a burrito and maybe a taco if I'm feeling extra munchy that day.
Yeah.
But there, the tacos are 4 for $10. That's $2.50, which is the regular price.
Yeah. So that's what this is too, right? Yep. $2.50 seems to be about kind of the average street taco price.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish it was a little cheaper.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I wish it was always $1.50, but whatever.
At least they didn't pull the thing where we look back and it's like, oh no, their lunch special was $1.50 tacos and tortas. Well, why did they charge us this much money?
Hey, nice callback to the last episode.
I know, right?
What episode is this, by the way? I've lost track. Damn
it's 21, Tony.
Ooh, it is?
If weeks were years and Munchie Boy Podcast was a person, it could legally consume alcohol as you listen to this.
Oh my god!
At Hoppy
and
Taco.
that would be fitting because it would be Hoppy. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes.
I was gonna say. Then you beat me to it.
To it. Oh, what's around to it?
Episode 19. I'm trying to find I'm trying to just confirm. I'm looking at files, Munchie.
Oh, you don't need to confirm.
You already know.
I already know.
For a fact. Okay.
Would I lie to you, Tony? Would I lie to our listeners? I might lie to you, Tony.
You're sure this isn't 20?
I'm pretty sure
Because
it's not.
on my Dropbox, I only have episode 19.
Wasn't last week 20?
Oh, maybe it's because did I do it? Like I didn't send you material, right?
You did one. You did one of them. Yeah.
Okay, dang it. Yeah.
You did the one where we were shot on your balcony deck porch patio.
Oh yeah, remember that when we were munching out there.
But
yeah.
Per my files, this is 21.
Oh,
not that I'm really paying attention.
Like you
that
said, it's old enough to drink. It's old enough to have a drink.
Because of course, at 21 weeks old, babies can totally drink.
Yeah, that's so true.
Formula.
And they do. Yeah, just formula, guys. That's what he's talking about. What are we talking about? I mean, like if somebody gave the baby like alcohol, like the other people in the hospital would look at why in the hospital actually? Yeah, the other people would look at her and they'd be like, "Lady, are you nuts?"
I don't know anything about babies at all. Like, don't even ask. But I'm pretty sure at 21 weeks they're no longer at a hospital.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I caught myself and was like, "What the hell am I talking
Junior
about?"
here's a half a year old. Maybe it's time we let him out of the hospital. What do you say?
Oh my god. I literally right away I was like, what the hell am I talking about? Oh my gosh, can we talk about how the tacos come with lime in the hot sauces? They have a red sauce and a spicier green sauce.
Well,
and they're oh so lovely.
I wouldn't trust a taco that doesn't come with a lime.
That's true. What the hell am I talking about? Like, that's so unique. Oh, hey, those street tacos came with limes. That'd be like saying that cheap ordered pizza came with packs of Parmesan.
I will say this though: the taco shells were nice and and had a good texture and flavor. They didn't feel like they were some kind of weird, I don't know. Sometimes some places you get those taco shells that are a little too firm.
Yeah,
and the meat tasted good. It tasted like it was marinated in some sort of delicious stuff.
Yeah, it tasted like they took their time.
And the torta, of course, had the same asada, the torta. And it was, the torta is kind of messy. I was scooping it up with my fingers, which is not really something you want to do on the street in Dundee.
Yeah, he did a jester scoop.
But, you have to.
He had to do the jester scoop.
You can't let the asada go to waste.
If anybody remembers the Jester Scoop from episodes long ago.
Oh, I thought you were going to actually name the episode, and I was going to be really impressed for a minute there.
Oh, man, I wish I knew that.
If you remember episode 8, when we did the Jester Scoop, whoa, boy, it's like, wait a minute, what?
Okay, you know what that reminds me of? It totally reminds me of, like, actual, like, big podcasts and celebrities where fans will reference something, and they're like, I don't know. Like, they're like, literally, you guys know more than we do about, like, remembering episodes and stuff like that.
Or we'll have a troll that's like, I can't believe they didn't realize it actually was episode 13 and not episode 8. It was the episode where Matt Walker was eating with them, and they did the, and it's like, which actually that's not correct. So I mean, I'm just giving out obviously incorrect information, to the trolls.
Here, I'm going to read some stuff direct from the website of Hoppy Taco. Let's get this out of the way right up front. We know everyone loves taco nights. Here at the Hoppy Taco, we think tacos should be made as authentic Mexican comfort food with all natural braised and grilled meats, maíz tortillas, and salsas from scratch. When enjoying a taco at the Hoppy Taco, know that it is a slow-cooked taco served fast. And believe me, folks, okay, I'm done reading that. Believe me, folks, it is slow cooked and you can taste it.
Yes. Well, I guess I'm going to read the next line then.
Okay.
And then we can read the last lines together.
Okay.
Mexican food is one of the most popular kinds of food in the United States today, with millions enjoying its mix of savory flavors and various meats, seafoods, and vegetables. Whether you're craving our mouth-watering street tacos or our signature dips, we guarantee all of our famous dishes are made only from the finest and freshest ingredients because you deserve nothing less.
And then here's the thing. The last bit of text here we'll read together. I'm going to read it mundane, and Aaron's going to continue on his excited voice that he's doing.
We'll try to match the same tempo, but it's going to be kind of crazy because we're... Okay, ready?
Ready, go.
For your enjoyment, we have a variety of tacos so you can enjoy with refreshing craft beer or margarita on the side. Whether you're here to enjoy a game on TV or local live music outside, you'll find a fun and welcoming atmosphere at our joint. At the Hoppy Taco Taps and Tacos, we want to provide you with a fall-friendly service accompanied by enticing tacos that'll bring you back time and time again.
I accidentally said a mouthful.
That was a mouthful.
Feel free to indulge in our offerings with family and friends.
Dine with us in Dundee,
Nebraska today!
Exclamation!
Right. That could have been a little tighter. But
that's our new feature right there. We just basically recite stuff at the same time, and nobody really wants to listen to it, and they tune out. And we go from 38 listeners to 30. We go to 30.
Make new friends, but keep
listeners.
the old one.
That's
is
like half of our
silver
listening
and
audience.
The other gold. Why am I singing that?
So, I think it's important that we take a moment here. A moment of solemn dignity to talk about the time that the Japanese bombed us.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, the plaque here. I've got a picture of it here. I'm reading from here. The plaque actually was written, the copy was written by Don Browers, an Omaha TV advertising guy. I know him, and I will attack him with a stapler or something at some point soon. Dundee bombed in World War II. In the sky over 50th and Underwood, a Japanese balloon bomb exploded on April 18th, 1945. The incendiary device flared brightly in the night but caused no damage. The Japanese military hoped the device would create an incident which, if reported, would allow them to chart a course for other weapons. However, news of the bomb was kept secret until the day after Japan surrendered. Presented by the Dundee Memorial Park Association, May 1992, in commemoration of the 50th anniversary of World War II.
My gosh. I have something to add to that.
You do? Okay, go for it. You go, guy.
Beyond Nebraska, Japanese balloon bombs were dropped in 26 other states and Mexico. Most of the attacks caused no severe damage or injuries, but one explosion in Oregon 2 weeks after Dundee resulted in the deaths of a woman and 5 children when they discovered an unexploded bomb in the woods.
Yes.
Remains of the fire balloons continue to be found after the war, with the most recent discovery in 2014 in Canada. There you go, folks.
So it's crazy that we can still find munitions, unexploded munitions and ordnances and whatnot from World War II. And I do know that there were some fires in the in the Oregon and in the foresty type states there, but the government, of course, was very tight on, they didn't want anybody to panic, for one. You didn't want to people oh no, we're gonna get bombed next, and also you didn't want to give the Japanese any thing that, hey, this thing that you're doing is working, now you'll do it more. So it's kind of like a terror campaign. Obviously, a lot of crazy things happened during war, and we're not going to get into that. But
Yeah.
it's an interesting footnote in history that a incendiary bomb dropped from a balloon in the middle of as to now, the most recent World War, right where we were eating our tacos.
It's insane.
Well, you were eating your tacos. I was eating my taco and torta.
And in fact, just knowing that after reading the plaque, it made me not even want to eat my tacos. Okay, that's not true. I wanted to eat those tacos.
It made you want to eat the taco more.
Basically, yeah, there's no tie-in with the tacos, but basically, I didn't care one bit. It did not make me not hungry.
No.
I read that and I was like, that's crazy. And then I grabbed my tacos and ate them.
Yes. And I was like, Tony, that's not your taco. That's the container. And you were like, what?
I was eating my container. Like,
no, I made that up.
Styrofoam and all.
Yeah. Although the styrofoam did look pretty good. I will say this, though. Tony received his order before mine, which is fine because he ordered before me.
And I waited. I didn't do that piggy thing where I went out to the benches and ate by myself or anything.
But then the next order that the lovely woman behind the counter brought out, she sat down and I was like excited. I was like, oh my gosh, here it is, here it is, here it is.
Yeah, he went up to the counter and was smiling, I think.
And she's like, that's not yours.
Yeah. And then I saw a lady walking in and I go, I bet it's that lady's. And she was like, uh-huh.
I have never been so let down and disappointed in my life.
I don't know why I made that voice. She didn't
At least
go, uh-huh. She just went, yeah, that's hers.
Yeah. But it was but then mine was out shortly after that. So all was
the service was
right
good. The lady was working on something, putting salsas in containers, but she even made it a point to say, let me know when you're ready to order. Like, she wasn't just blowing us off or anything. And I will say I have dined in before COVID and it was always fun. It's a fun atmosphere. There's always people enjoying the time there. The service is good and lovely. Yeah, so me and Aaron got takeout. They have up a COVID plexiglass protective window in the counter. So we picked up our orders. We took them outside. We had sanitizer
on the deck, on the balcony, on the benches,
on the little benches, on the patio.
on the patio benches of mid Dundee.
Yeah.
There's a few things that I do find annoying with the current COVID restaurant era things.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Obviously, they put up the plexiglass there, which is great. It protects her, protects us, but we also live in a world where, like, they still make you sign on the credit card receipt.
Oh, yeah. And they have, like, clean pins, dirty pins.
However, she was picking up the clean pins to give to us, so whether the pen was clean or not...
Oh, I didn't even think
about that. It's still being touched by a person. Let's say a worst-case scenario where she was infected.
Yeah.
And she had the virus on her hand, and she's handing us clean pins. The pins may have been sanitized, but now we're touching something that has been touched by a potentially infected person, and then we're going to go eat our food and touch our faces and pick our noses and stuff. And I've noticed a few places, I won't say names, Mama's Pizza and Sgt. Pepper's. Oh, wait, I just said names. That do the thing where, like, you can get curbside pickup or drive-through, but they hand you the little clipboard thing.
And then you're like, I just got COVID.
And it's like, dude, I don't, the whole point of, like, getting drive-through or getting curbside.
Yeah, you don't want to touch stuff. It's like, just take a picture of my face.
This, because you imagine, like, obviously we're in tough, unprecedented times and all that stuff, right? But, like, to give you the same clipboard that every single car's been getting and touching, and, it just seems like what a weird way to... God, I hate it. I don't like it.
Yeah, but here's what it is. It's all optics. It's all optics. It's just like they're showing you that they're not touching the bag at that time. Like, even though they could have just touched it and put it in there. Like,
and that's the problem. A lot of the stuff, like a bin full of clean pins, it's security theater. It's something that makes you feel secure. It's like, oh, I see clean pins, until you realize that an ungloved person potentially is touching these pins and handing them to you, who then touches them and then puts them back. And, there are so many. I mean, if you've seen the movie that's a freaking great movie too. Gosh, Carl Sagan. But, Contagion, if you see Contagion, like all the little points of transmission, all the points of like the viral and the load and fulmites and touching this and touching that and this doorknob this and whisper that and sneeze this and you realize that all of these little things, the handing you a clean pen, making you sign a receipt, putting your credit card in and out and delivering your order in a little bin that's touched by every single person that drives through there, the little clipboards, these are all points of contagion that we should not have.
Points of contagion.
That's my new band name, by the way, is
Points of Contagion at the Sokol Underground this Friday, 9 p.m. Be there.
All right, you were about to say something when I was in the middle of my rant about the...
I was just saying, speaking of breakfast sandwiches, I was working on a shoot the other day.
You were?
And they had Mickey D's breakfast sandwiches, and I had a McGriddles.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I love about pigging out on like a shoot, is because I usually have something I would never go get. Like I would never, ever, ever go buy a McGriddles. Like,
oh, yeah. I would never I shudder to drive past a McDonald's. I mean, I wouldn't ever go to one voluntarily for like a breakfast sandwich.
They didn't have my go-to. My go-to is the sausage, biscuit, egg, and cheese. I like the biscuit. Man. Oh my God, they're so good. I could eat like 5 of those, but then I'd have some Dia.
What you need to do is get a McGriddle burger.
Ooh.
Now,
how did we switch to talking about breakfast sandwiches?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
But hey, that's just another topic. We're Munchie Boys.
We munch on things. But YouTube personality and puppet bear Teddy Rubskin several years ago went on a mission to get a McGriddle burger. And this is before they served McGriddles all day long. I don't know if they still do or do not and like that, but there was that time where like if you go to a restaurant before 10:30 and ask for a burger, they would yell at you and say, "No, we only have breakfast." But you go at 10:31 and then you ask for breakfast and they're like, "No, we only have the lunch menu." It's like, but see, he would go through there, like, through like all the McDonald's in his town, in Chicago. And it's like, we're right at the turnover, and it's like, I want to get a burger with the McGriddle bun. And they would always say, "We can't do that." And they're like, "What? But you can give me a McGriddle, right?" "Well, sure. You can give me a burger, right?" "Well, we will in a minute, but can you put the burger on the McGriddle bun?" "No, we can't do that." Like, why can't you do that?
I know, it's like,
why? It's like, press here if you're not a robot, right? I mean, it's like, even a robot can be trained to like press there, but flip, Anyways, he finally got one. He finally got a McGriddle burger, and you should look it up. Teddy Rubskin McGriddle burger. It's great.
I'll have to look that up.
Now that they have McGriddles, like day long.
So it's supposed to be like Teddy Ruxpin, of course.
Ruxpin, but yeah, that's
close. Wait, what? But they use that name?
Well, you'll have to look him up. He's
Ruxpin. I always thought it was Roxpin for some reason.
Teddy Ruxpin is the puppet from the 80s.
I see. But then why did he get a
Teddy
McGriddle?
Rubskin as a character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I got so confused.
He does video game reviews and movie reviews. He's a fantastic character. I mean,
why did I ever think it was Roxkin?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, Roxkin.
I always thought it was Roxpin. Teddy Roxpin.
Think about this. Do you want a soft, like, plush animal that's called Roxkin? That's not a soft name, Tony.
Oh, I see. Teddy Rubskin. That's funny.
And he's got the best theme song, too. Like, Teddy Rubskin. Teddy Rubskin, yeah.
My gosh, I noticed that. I don't think I watched it yet, but your new puppet video is almost like the sequel to the Derby Birds one.
It totally is, yeah. The glow-in-the-dark fantasy, our new puppet video is out. And since our Facebook page has been deactivated by Facebook, we have no real way of sharing the video or having people see it. So,
yeah.
Yay.
Dang it. Oh, that ain't right. That just ain't right, folks.
So if you're one of the 38 people listening to this podcast at some point in the next week or two, go look up Glow in the Dark Fantasy with a P, PH.
Do you want to play, do you want to have that be the play for the end? Like a little bit of the song, or do you want to play a little bit of the synth?
Oh.
Or a little bit of a synth from the song, or just...
Well, you know what? Sure. Why don't I'll just play a little section of Glow in the Dark Fantasy. If you like what you hear, go watch the video and look up more Glow in the Dark stuff. Due to COVID-19, our album release party that we had scheduled for 10/10/2020 is not going to happen, and we will continue to work on our album throughout the fall and have something for you in the spring of next year.
Glow in the Dark. Hit it in 3, 2, 1.
By day, she's the professional type. But at night, she'll do whatever she likes. Are you ready to go? Ready to go? Ready to go? Are you ready to go? Ready to go? Ready to go? L-O-V-E-R-S under C-O-V-E-R-S.
All right, well, that was Glow in the Dark Fantasy.
Yeah.
All the way to number 1. And by number 1, I mean like number 1 what?
You're
I don't
going to be
know,
in the
number
top
one
of the pops.
video with a puppet that, yeah. So
Listen to it.
that's another Munchie Boys, right?
Yeah.
Any closing statements? Any closing thoughts? Anything good in the world, Tony? What do you know?
Nope. Just stay tuned for the next episode.
Stay tuned to the next episode. Until then, keep on munching. Munchie Boys.